So to formally welcome us to this course, that is the National Values and Leadership course, Batch 4, here at the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies, NIPS Kuru Jos.
I urge you to think about the questions this course will raise in the course of all the lectures that our resource persons will provide. What does it mean to lead with values in today's Nigeria? How can we inspire trust when cynicism often prevails? How do we make decisions that serve the interest of all rather than a narrow few? I believe that the conversations we will have here today will not only sharpen your perspectives, but also renew your sense of responsibility. By the time you leave NIPS, I hope you carry with you practical skills and, more importantly, the conviction that ethical leadership is possible and is indeed necessary for progress in our country.
From the society, it will easily be noticed that the society is not what it's supposed to be. So every society and every organization, down to even the household, owe it as an important obligation that you continue to emphasize those values that will stand you out, that will make you succeed in what you have set out for yourself to succeed in.
The National Values and Leadership course represents a timely and purposeful intervention in our national journey. Nigeria is at a turning point where the strength of our character as leaders will determine the direction of our collective future. Every nation that has risen to global prominence has done so through leaders who place values above convenience and long-term national interest above short-term gain.
There's anything that you cherish as a group of people or individuals, and you hold in high esteem and you are ready to protect with everything that you have, that thing refers to values. Now, the line between values and norms is to the fact that norms are expectations, requirements which you are expected to fulfill. Meaning that when something is normative, it's something like going colloquial, something that is normal, ideal, expected, required. But values are deeper than norms, because values are more or less entrenched in the blood of individuals that appreciate them.
As a leader, I must be able to upgrade myself, true or false. When you don't upgrade or update yourself, you're already obsolete. All you know, especially with regards to using technology, is obsolete. Especially when we're talking of values, you have to look at, how do I pass these values? I'm taking this course seriously, but how do I pass it down?
Share one value that you try to live by consistently and how you have used that recently.
The whole essence of building a team is so that at the end of the day, we're not, just like I said, just getting a kind of outcome alone. We're having a people that believe in the values that will keep them as a people.
The National Orientation Agency, under the directive of the President of the Federal Republic, is currently promoting a Nigerian identity, the absence of which has left the international community, as well as many of us, confused about who we really are as Nigerians, not as our tribal identities or our political and cultural and religious identities. I'm talking about the Nigerian identity. So, having elucidated what the Nigerian identity entails as encapsulated in the National Values Charter, we are currently promoting those elements on several platforms. This course at NIPS, and this is the 4th batch, is one of those platforms that we're using to promote the National Values Charter, which is the overarching driving framework for the Nigerian identity. Every nation, most developed nations of the world, have their identity. If you see an American, he leaves out the identity of America. If you see a Chinese person, he leaves out the identity of China. Ditto for Britain and all of that. And so you are able to pick them out and say, by this way this person is behaving, he's behaving like a person from so country. Do you understand that? So we're establishing that for Nigeria. It had been absent since independence, and so we have had international community defining us by the few worst citizens amongst us who have the privilege to travel abroad and abuse that privilege to peddle drugs, to carry out 419 activities and do all sorts of negative things. And so when you bring out your international passport at airports in other countries, they begin to discriminate against you because they are painting you with that same brush, because there is no different narrative to say, okay, no, this is who we truly are. So this is what we're doing. And inside of the National Values Charter framework, the citizens have responsibilities. The leaders also have responsibilities. So here, we're engaging with the leaders to open their eyes to the responsibilities of leaders as well as the responsibilities of citizens. That is why we're here.